Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Jace the Archmage here. Today we're going to be doing an original deck I created. I'm going to show you guys kind of my ins and outs of my process with it. Now, when building a deck, I tend to kind of look at, say, a tribe or type of creature, or say I just want to burn the hell out of my opponent. I just pick the most efficient way to do so. So, if we look at this is called March of the Goblins. And this deck is pretty much its namesake. It is goblins with a little bit of burn mixed in, mainly for creature removal. Or if the goblins can't get the job done, hopefully the damage from the burn will. So we have 4 Fanatical Firebrands, 4 Raging Goblin, 4 Shocks, 4 Conspicuous Snoops, 4 Lava Coil, 4 Lightning Strike, 3 Chain Whirlers, 4 Goblin Gathering, 2 Krenko Tin Street Kingpin, 2 Legion Warboss, 1 Goblin Trashmaster from M19, 2 from just, I guess, an arena deck that they gave me, Brash Taunter ×2, 2 Ember Cleave, and of course the 18 mana. Now, if you'll look at the deck, you'll notice that I only run 2 Krenko the Tin Street and 2 Legion Warboss. That is because I ran out of rare wild cards. I have every wild card but. So I kind of split my wild cards I did have between 2 creatures that would, in my opinion, help me get tokens out, as well as kind of beef up other creatures. Like Krenko the Tin Street, he gets a +1/+1 whenever he attacks. And then I also get a number of 1/1 red goblin tokens equal to his power. So for that, I have 3 Trash Masters, each one giving +1/+1. I also have Ember Cleave, which gives a +1/+1. And with his own ability also giving him a boost. Should be pretty self-sufficient there. So, we're going to go over here. And we're going to do a historic ranked match. Now, this deck was originally standard. I did take it to historic just because with all the possible goblin cards lying around and wait in there, I kind of felt, yes, I can do a standard goblin deck, but I can make a much more efficient goblin deck out of historic, where I have access to pretty much everything. So, let's take a look at this opening hand. We've got 2 Mountain, 1 Raging Goblin, 1 Shock, Legion Warboss, the Trash Master, and Brash Taunter. So, we're going to keep this hand. Now, Brash Taunter, he is like a burn spell of his own. Whenever he takes damage, that damage is also dealt to my opponent. And since he's indestructible, they can bash away at him, and all they're doing is taking damage. So he's the perfect blocker for me, because they can't kill him. I mean, unless they have a spell that bounces him, he's going to be a major problem. So we're going to get the Raging Goblins going. Ding them for 1. Now, 1 burn spell I normally would have put in here, just I chose not to, was something the critics. Oh, Skewer the Critics. There we go. I chose not to Skewer the Critics just because I didn't really want to, I guess, for lack of a better term, it's no guarantee I'll be able to hit my opponent, so that 3 damage for 1 is not a guarantee. So I kind of chose to go with cards that I have guaranteed damage for 1, like Shock. I also grabbed Lava Coil, which is 2 mana. And then I grabbed Lightning Bolt, which is 3 damage for 2 mana. So I kind of had to look at how effects of my cards weigh against their mana cost or perceived mana cost. And that right there is why I held on to Shock. If he's playing Healer's Hawk, he is undoubtedly playing Impassioned Orator. And there we go. I got an answer for his next creature. Swing. So basically, as you can tell, this deck is somewhat balanced. It's kind of also out of balance. I'm still trying to kind of pull everything in together. I have a ton of goblins to kind of pick from, so I had to pick the ones that best suited what I wanted. And I just want to create tokens. That's all I want to do. So we're going to drop another Raging Goblin. Ding for 2. Now, I can tell already that I'm facing a life gain deck. So my main mission is to get as much damage done before he actually gains traction in gaining life. Plus, I also have Lava Coil for removal, so, you know, that'll do the trick. Okay, he should not be able to boost that up too high, so let's see what's going on here. Okay. While we wait here. There we go. Alright, so we're going to Lava Coil a Johnny's Pride Mate. Not only does it kill it, it removes it. I ding for 2. That means he's going to have to set his field up a little bit differently, just due to the fact that he mainly lost one of his best life gainer. Well, his creature that gains the most off from life gain. Kind of thing. Yep, there we go. Shatter the Sky. Oh, well, that's okay. Legion War Boss. Enter combat. I have to swing with the token that's generated by Legion War Boss. So every turn I have to swing with that creature. Well, every turn that creature is generated, I have to swing with it. So as you can see, this deck is pretty, you know, self-sufficient. It doesn't take a lot to kind of get it going, but once I reach my stride, which my mana peak I tried to build as low as humanly possible, is 3. But I do benefit if I hit, you know, 4. Because then I can start dropping the bigger cost goblins like Trashmaster, Brash Taunter, or I can start popping Goblin Gatherings to start generating more tokens. Sack a goblin, destroy an artifact. No thanks. Alright, he's going to generate a goblin that must swing. So we're going to swing out with just the 2/2s. Just because I don't want to run into a white instant spell that blows up one tapped creature. And being as he has those 2 little 1/1 life gains, I'll be honest, I'm kind of shocked that he's not blocking, because he could put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature and make it a little bit bigger. But with my next move, I'm going to drop probably the Brash Taunter, because I'm kind of anxious. I don't want to run into a whatchamacallit there. I don't want to run into Shatter the Sky or anything else of that nature. Now would be a perfect time for me to draw, say, Lava Coil. Yeah, alright, that'll work. Alright, so we're going to do this. Now that has first strike, so we're going to enter combat. We're just going to swing out with these guys. Not giving him any opportunity for that Sunblade Angel. At least not until I can kind of overwhelm him with bigger creatures. So we end our turn. He kills that. He gets to put a +1/+1 counter on it. Now, if I do swing at him, it does not have double strikes, so the best thing for me to do would be to hope that he would block Goblin Chain Whirler. Seeing as they both have first strike, that would cancel that out. But I'm kind of interested to see what he does here. He's at 6 life. I'm at 20. Okay, so he's going to gain a little more power, making him stronger than Goblin Chain Whirler. Oh yeah, considerably stronger. But if I could just pull a Lava Coil or a Lightning Bolt or something. Okay, he's going to swing. Oh, because he has Vigilance. What we're going to do is we're going to blow that up by sacking a little Goblin. There. Now I only take 4. He gains 4. Which means he's got to put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. That means it's now too big for Lava Coil. Ooh. Alright, and I have to swing with that. Now, the next goal for me would be for Brash Taunter to fight... not Sunblade Angel, just because of its life gain ability. That'd be hurting it. Well, that'd actually be hurting and then helping him. Because he would take 5 damage and then gain 5 damage, or 5 life. So, yeah. The only way I can see this working out is if I swing with everybody once I get my goblins built up a little bit. But I may have to fight his Impassioned Orator with my Brash Taunter. That way he can't gain life when creatures enter the battlefield. Come on, you know you want to block. There we go. Alright, he gains 5 life. He can put another token on it. Or counter on it, I should say. The only problem I'm already seeing with fighting this deck is that that thing has Vigilance. Vigilance and First Strike, so that kind of makes it hard to get through that. Alright, he gains life there. And because he gained life off from Impassioned Orator, he gets the Heliod Sun Crown, which gives him a +1/+1. So as you guys can see, this deck, I mean, it's not entirely perfect by any means. But if the proper cards are drawn early on, I'd say the deck does pretty well. I mean, I'm still kind of in the beta testing phase, but we'll see. Alright, my move, he gains life, yada yada yada. Whenever you gain life, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Gideon's Company. I kind of thought he already swung. Okay, Conspicuous Snoop. I mean, I could fight his Gideon Company, but that would really do me no good. Sure. Just for the giggles. I mean, granted, I'm going to lose this match anyways, but all in all, alright, and he's just going to gain life. Okay. Alright, we're going to concede that match. This was just kind of, guys, a video to give you a kind of sample of my process, I guess, and what I'm kind of working on as far as the decks I'm making. I know I haven't been on Twitch lately. Just had a lot going on, so it's been kind of easier to do YouTube videos. So, all in all, guys, what did you guys think of March of the Goblins? Would you think that it would do better in Standard or Historic? So, moving it to Standard, I would have to take out, obviously, the Historic cards. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Also, smash that sub button if you guys like the videos I'm doing. I know I'm kind of been hodgepodging around between Pokemon, this. I am going to be honest, I am an eclectic. I do like odds and ends of things, so I'm going to kind of try and limit this down to... Well, I'm going to limit this thing down to probably 2 TCGs and 1 RPG just for the giggles. Just so I can kind of do something different on the weekends or something. So, if I had to say, my next video will be probably I've gotten into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, so it'll probably be either another MTG deck or something on Yu-Gi-Oh! And then the video after that will be Destiny. So I'm kind of trying to go in like a cycle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. But with that being said, guys, I want to thank you guys for dropping in. And thanks for the 356 views I got on my last MTG deck. They're much appreciated, and all the feedback has been awesome. So I realized this video was very short, and it only had 1 match in it. The next video for it will be better, because I'm basically going to do probably a couple videos covering this deck as I, from start to finish. So you guys rock. Thanks for dropping in. If you guys would like to see more content, smash that sub button. Come join the community. We're growing by leaps and bounds every day. And I will see you guys next time.